A beautiful night right here at the Bahati's Empire Lounge, and we have Mheshimiwa, the incoming president. Yeah, ni hata mko ready for what he's going to do. So, first of all, tutamwacha wasalimie, then atuambie what he has for us. But we have a lot for you guys. Hi, Mhesh.
I'm very fine.
How are you?
Very fine.
You're looking good.
Thank you so much. I want to appreciate all of you actually for coming and actually for the efforts that I've seen. I actually follow most of you. Probably I'm a new entrant. That was what I would say. Been in the country right now is like 10 days. So the politics have not started yet, but I want to declare that the young people, we have a candidate, who, in this case, who is Patrick Osoi. I want to contest for Kenyan presidency in 2027. And I have many reasons, because we've always been promising about young people taking over and all that stuff, but it has been too long. So it is our responsibility as young men, it's our responsibility as young ladies, it's our responsibility as this generation to have a generation change in this country. Yeah, so that's me. Patrick Osoi is my name. Yeah.
What inspires you to come up with the idea of now being the president of Kenya? Because of course we already have a president.
Correct.
But and so many people are there who wants to join presidential
Correct.
heat. And maybe
Yes.
what inspired you?
Many things have inspired me. Having worked with the government, worked in KDF and as a special force soldier. I also worked in the National Intelligence Service. Also worked abroad, that is in the US. So it has given me a lot of insights to become the Kenyan president. Reasons being, I've seen that we are not guided by the policies. So we had a lot of challenges, especially when I was in the government, and seeing that policies are not put in place and people do not follow the policies. So I want to see a country that is guided by policies, and a country that is not divided by whichever way, so that now if we have policies, whoever becomes the president is none of our business, because the country will be already run. So I want to come on board as a youngster to make sure that we have policies, and these policies will be able to guide everyone. So you will not hear about maybe like wewe ni Mkikuyu, wewe ni mkabila gani, wewe ni kutoka wapi. So those are the only things that have made me to necessitate me to run for Kenyan president in 2027. Yes.
Okay, so since today you're here with content creators,
Yes.
What is your plan with us as content creators? What plan do you have in store for us?
Actually, let me say this, it's a bit challenging to the government, because you guys, you've just come out. Nobody came for you and say that you guys, we have this for you. You get what I mean? So one of the reasons and one of the things that I want to declare here, that I want to work closely, especially with the content creators. We want to see people, experts like you guys, coming on board, guide me, even if I become the president today, so that now I am guided from the point of expertise. Because if I stand to say that I am a man who knows it all, then I'll be lying to Kenyans. So I want you guys to gang up together, as you've been always, so that now we have experts who will guide us on how we are able to help the content creators in this country to go abroad and beyond the boundaries of this country. Yes.
And of course, I know you have some of the things that you've written down that you're going to do.
Yes.
That you want to change.
Correct.
In our government.
Yes.
What are some of the things that
So there are things, one of the things that I want to declare, that we have a problem. And this problem has been there for many years, since 1963. One of the reasons and some of the things are deception. We have been having deceptive politics. We've been having betrayal in politics. We've been having policies that do not work. After every 5 years, we normally start afresh. That means that this country goes zero again. So why can't we have a government? Why can't we come with policies that will guide us after every 5 years, 10 years, we still are strong as a country? So please, I want to say that those are some of the reasons. Even also security forces. Having come from security point of view, having been in the forces, I want to say that it's a paramount for us to fight corruption in this country. It is paramount to understand that corruption is a security issue. So if we are able to deal with security agencies in this country and able to empower them to be able to help us to bring culprits on board, we are going to have a country. But we cannot wait to see a country that is getting drawn in corruption and deception. So that is some of the things that I want to advocate. Yes.
What is your general opinion on the finance bill 2024?
Yeah, actually on finance bill, let me just be honest with you guys. This is just a booklet, and this booklet is just drafted. I want to say, not even apologizing to anyone. The finance bill that we have, it is drafted by the people beyond these boundaries of this country, because we have a lot of debts. We have gone beyond our limit. We live, according to our GDP, to our taxation. Actually, we actually utilize 20% as a country, which means every time we will have to go borrowing. So these people that we have been borrowing money from, these people who have been giving us money, are the people drafting this bill for us, because they want security, they want to be sure that they are going to be paid their money. So this thing is not about our parliamentarians. It's not about the president drafting the bill. It's a bill that has been drafted beyond the boundaries of this country. Yes.
Rate our president in a scale of 1 to 10, the work that he has done.
Absolutely, I would say that probably he's trying his best. I always say that every person, if he became the president, that means he was trying to do his best. But he need to listen to experts. He need to listen to people. He need to listen to young people and people who are on the ground to tell him what is needed on the ground. Not to dictate things, because once you dictate things, probably it's not the way. So you need to listen to experts. If it is about economy, let's have economists that are guiding him on how to handle this country. If about politics, geopolitics, global politics, let us have political scientists guiding this country on how we are supposed to handle our geopolitics. Because right now, president is not a political scientist. He is not an economist. So when he goes out there and he does not have those experts to guide him on how to handle the issues in this country, it's very dangerous for him as a person. The other day, you saw him saying that he was offered a chopper, a jet, to go to the US. One, that is violation of our constitution. It is wrong for any state officer to accept any goodies or any offers. You get what I mean? So another thing is a security issue. Are we sure? Are we contented? Is our president safe? Right? Because if somebody can offer a private jet, which means those are kind of things that we need to look into. Our president need to listen to experts. Our president need to call experts on board to be able to run this country before we take over in 2027, because we are taking it over in 2027. Yes.
Do you intend to run with a given party, like the ODM and
Actually, on issues of political parties, I want to be very clear. I want to advise Kenyan everywhere you're watching me that let us 2027, let it not be political parties politics. Let us not have a tribal politics. Let us have a Kenyan that is saying enough is enough, so that we are able to change the narratives of political parties. Because these political parties, basically, these are enterprises for people to make money. So let us not focus on the which party, what is this party that we want to follow, because these are all enterprises for people to make money. Yes.
Okay, so what is the main issue you're going to deal with in Kenya? The main issue that has brought you to come out and want to become the president of Kenya?
Correct. Actually, main issues, one is corruption issue. I know how much this country loses every day in matters corruption. So I want to say that corruption will be a bone contention for me to deal with. We need to deal with corruption mercilessly, with no reservation. So corruption is an issue that we need to deal with no reservation. Two, we need to do something called fortification of our security forces. We need to have a secure country. We need to have a country where there is high responses for emergencies, or even when you have an issue, they're able to be handled in the best way. We also need to have a self-sustaining economy, whereby every Kenyan will be able to be satisfied and be able to be sustainable. That is what I would say.
In matters employment,
Yeah.
The youth are the most who are suffering.
Correct.
Do you, in your incoming
Correct.
Government,
Yes.
what is the strategy that you are going to use so that these youth get
Correct. We have something called economic operations. It's an aspect that is used by countries like Estonia, Switzerland. They have the best economic model in the world. If you check, if these are the countries that we are emulating today, at least this country will be in another level. But we are emulating countries like America, which are in the top 5 in debts. If you check the top 5 countries with highest debts, US as a country is among them. So if in handling the issues of employment, one, we need to accept the fact that if the government sets an age limit of retirement, which in this case is 60 years, which means this person, if he was employed at 25 years, he has worked for around 35 years. So this is one of the model. I want to say that every organization, every company that will be able to have innovations and employ youth, we are going to reduce their taxes so that now they have more room for employment. 2, we are also going to make sure that if somebody is employed at 25 years, you're going to work for the government for 30 years or 55 years to retire. So that now, from that point, the person who has cleared campus at 25, he can get a job at 25 years. So we have a circular or a cycling, something that is a cycle that is able to sustain people who are in employment. Also, we are going to support a lot of innovations, create hats and all that stuff, because inalipa sana. You get what I mean? So we need to support sport and even hats, so that we're able to empower our young people. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Muhesh.
Karibu sana, and I want again to appreciate you guys for coming, and I want you guys to take this very serious. The experience, somebody asked me about my experience. I know the fact that I asked Mheshimiwa Njalango up there how many times he has been in National Intelligence Academy. This is an academy that helps MPs and government officials to run the government. I myself, I've been in that institution, so I have trained people in this country to run the government. So, which means I understand the issues affecting this country. I understand the national interest of our country, Kenya. I understand the natural resources that we have as a country. So these are the things that we need to measure on, and actually to be able to support our people. So there is hope and there is future for you as young people, because I myself, as Patrick Osoi, I'm not going to turn back. Again, I am not going to be bought. I want to make it clear that there is no money that can buy me to be able to betray the Kenyan people and to betray the young people, because they are the people that are going to put me in place. Before I forget, for matter succession in our elder people, we want to be very respectful to our elderly people. That every person who turns 55 to 60 years will be a senior citizen.